I want to talk about something that's been bothering me. Businesses who bully customers, the public, or even content creators just for being honest. Okay, I know not every review out there is fair. Some people are malicious. They can lie and exaggerate, but most of the time, the public can smell the BS and they will get called out. That's not what this is about. It's about a narrative online that's been spreading. If you don't like something, just shut up. And if you give your real feedback, that's when the business goes on defense mode. Playing the victim, public shaming, threatening legal action, bullying people who have no platform because they are much easier to silence. Let's talk about some of the lines they actually say. If the food is not good, just shut up. It says everything. It means your ego is louder than your product. It shows zero respect to the customer's experience, and it tells me you're not here to improve, you're here just for the praise. I'm getting flashback because it reminds me of those teachers back in school, not the really good ones, the ones who couldn't handle being challenged. If you lift your hand up, you answer back. They would scold you not because the answer is wrong, but because their fragile ego couldn't handle it. But just like not all teachers are like that, not all businesses are like that either. But if you keep using that line, you're not running a restaurant, you're running a classroom of silence. The next line is, if you have a criticism, don't post it online. Just tell it people close to us or whisper it in the owner's ear. Why? Because they don't want public accountability. They want to control the narrative. To me, if you're selling something to the public feedback is part of the deal whether you like it or not. It's not just about the positive, good reviews. It's about honest ones. And my favorite one, saman, or go and talk to my lawyer. So you're threatening legal action over someone's taste buds. That's not confidence, that's fear. It's a bullying tactic meant to silence people who have no voice. The consumers are not here to serve your ego. You are here to serve them. I know some of you may be thinking, Jason, how can you still do honest reviews even when sometimes you are invited by these restaurants or brands? And the answer is simple. It's because of all of you. You, the community, who want transparency, who want honesty, because I'm not here to sugarcoat things just because something is paid. For me, that's the kind of support that's rare, and I don't take it for granted. It's what gives me the space to say what I like, what I don't like. Mahanaman pui! I've always spoke my mind unfiltered, even before anyone watched my videos last time. But now with a community behind my back that values honesty, that feedback means something, and real honesty, not just in front of this camera, but behind the scenes also. Even so, there are still a few restaurants that call us to they put the word neutralize in a nice way to remove any negative comments or criticisms from my review because it's the industry norm. And there's a reason why it is an industry norm. For me, I don't care what the industry norm is. The terms were set in the very beginning, stick to it. I've lost a lot of opportunities because of this, but it's okay. At least I can sleep at night with my integrity intact. And it's also much better than having a few extra zeros in your bank account, but losing your own true opinion. Any review I do, it's never about being right. It's about being real and hoping that it helps someone make a better purchase decision. There's an example that really stuck to me. We went on a trip to Hong Kong. Overall experience, really loved it. The girlfriend even mentions a few times how she wants to go back. But there was a small experience that soured it for me. It was this legendary restaurant that sell beef brisket, and it was a culture shock by how rude and dismissive they were to their customers. It's not quirky, it's not fun, it's just rude. Not like those viral Karen restaurant where when they did it, it's clearly meant for satire or some gimmick. This is for real, actual rudeness. And yet the customers there, they just excuse it. Oh, it's part of the charm. It's just the experience. They would scold customers for maybe looking at the menu too long, eating there too long, and by too long, I mean maybe 15-20 minutes, or even blatantly shading you if you wanted to take a few photos of the food to your story. There was even a customer right in front of us, clearly buttering up to the owners there just because he wanted to sit there longer to makan, fearing that they would scold him to leave. Imagine if that restaurant I just spoke about was the norm here in Malaysia. The problem to me is when rudeness becomes part of the brand, the culture is broken. It gives permission for other businesses to start thinking, hey, if I do something like that, I also can go viral too. And us, as the court of public opinion, we accept it without even realizing we are lowering the bar for our own experience. Soon, all that hospitality, goodwill, and what service means in F&B gets thrown out of the window, and F&B becomes less about the food and more about who can get away with it the most. Because if we keep letting businesses bully customers, we keep romanticizing bad behaviors, thinking that it's cool because the food is good, or worse, even when it sucks, then in my opinion, we're just enabling businesses to reject customers and encouraging the market to be flooded with products that we deep down think it's not worth it. We're destroying a culture that makes this industry worth loving. Gang, end of the day, don't get it twisted. The business needs you, not the other way around. Whenever they want to take an action or make a decision, they have to think twice because of what the public might think. You are the one that has the power to let them pull the trigger or not.